Have you ever felt like some people are just naturals when it comes to socializing? Like they were born with some special gene you missed out on? Well, I'm here to tell you that is a complete myth. Social skill isn't a gift, it's an art. And just like any art, it's something you can learn, you can practice, and you can absolutely master.
And that is not an exaggeration at all. I mean, just think about it for a second. How many big opportunities in your life, from jobs to friendships to romance, really depend on your ability to connect with another person? This right here is that invisible key. You could be the most talented, brilliant person in the room, but without this key, so many of those doors are just going to stay locked. This isn't about being popular. It's about being truly effective in every single part of your life.
So, in this explainer, we're not going to waste time on superficial tips or cheesy pickup lines. Nope, we're going deep. We're going to build this skill from the ground up, starting with the very foundation, understanding why connection is so fundamental to what makes us human in the first place.
All right, first things first, let's get right to the root of it. Why does connection even matter so much? This isn't just some nice-to-have social skill. It's a core biological need, really, as essential to us as food or water.
I want you to just picture our earliest ancestors for a minute. For them, survival wasn't about being the strongest individual, it was about being part of a tribe. That deep need for connection, it's literally built into our DNA. It's this primal drive, hardwired into our brains, that's always pushing us to find our group, to seek belonging, and to understand each other.
And there's real, actual science behind that warm, fuzzy feeling. When you have a genuine connection with someone, maybe you share a real laugh or a genuine smile, your brain releases a chemical called oxytocin. As you can see here, they call it the bonding hormone. It's the chemical that literally makes us feel safe, trusting, and open with each other. It's not just a feeling, it's pure biology. And the best part? You can consciously create moments that trigger it.
Okay, so we've established that connection is fundamental. Now let's talk about the very first step in building it, that all-important first impression. This is where the magic begins. Think about this for a second. In the first few seconds of meeting someone, before a single word has even been spoken, they've already formed an opinion about you. It's wild, right? It's all based on your body language, your energy. It's instant, and believe me, it is incredibly hard to change once it's set. And this slide just shows you the stark contrast. The stuff on the left, slouching, avoiding eye contact, it's basically like putting up a giant "do not disturb" sign on yourself. But the actions on the right, they send a totally different message, a clear one. I'm open, I'm confident, and I'm trustworthy. Look, this isn't about being fake. It's about making sure your body is aligned with your intention to connect. Your body is having a full conversation long before your mouth even starts moving.
So, you've made a great first impression. The door is officially open. But how do you actually walk through it and start a real, meaningful conversation? Well, that brings us to the very heart of communication.
Before we go on, I want you to really think about this question. In our world, with notifications pinging constantly and a million distractions, what's the one thing that has become incredibly rare and because of that, incredibly valuable?
That's it. It's your undivided attention. I mean, think about the last time someone gave you all of theirs without glancing at their phone or looking over your shoulder. It feels amazing, right? It's such a powerful gift. See, most of us listen while just waiting for our turn to speak. The real skill, the true art, is listening to actually understand.
So how do you actually give this gift of attention? Well, this slide breaks it down into a simple three-step process. First, just focus. Put everything else away. Second, show you're listening with little cues. A nod, a simple "I see." But third, and this one is the real game changer, paraphrase. Repeating back what you heard them say, but in your own words, that is absolute proof that you're not just hearing them, you're understanding them.
Okay, but here's the thing. All of these outward skills, making great first impressions, active listening, they're all powered by one thing on the inside. And that brings us to section 4, building that rock-solid inner confidence.
I mean, look at this number. It's staggering. 70% of what you communicate has nothing to do with the words you say. It's how you hold yourself, the tone of your voice, your very presence. This is exactly why inner confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a signal. It's a broadcast that radiates from you, telling others on a primal level that you are safe, competent, and someone to be trusted.
And let's be crystal clear about something. Confidence is not arrogance. It's not about being the loudest person in the room or dominating the conversation. As this slide says so perfectly, it's a calm self-assurance. It's that quiet, internal belief that you belong and that you can handle whatever a social situation might throw at you. And the best part is, you can build this.
We're not talking about a massive personality overhaul. It's the small things. Prepare a bit. Practice in low-stakes situations, like when you're ordering a coffee. Before you walk into a room, just stand tall. Take a deep breath. These small, deliberate actions, they create this amazing positive feedback loop, building real, lasting self-trust over time.
So, you've made a great impression, you've had a real conversation, and you're feeling confident. What's next? Well, our final section is all about taking that initial spark of connection and turning it into something deeper, something meaningful, a real relationship. The bridge from a simple connection to a deep relationship is empathy. And this slide highlights a really critical difference. Sympathy is feeling for someone, from a distance. But empathy is climbing down into the hole with them and trying to see the world from their perspective for a moment. It's a profound shift.
Just look at this simple but incredibly powerful example. Saying it's not a big deal completely dismisses the other person's reality. But saying, I can see why that upsets you, validates it. You don't even have to agree with them. You're just acknowledging their feelings are real. That simple switch, from judgment to empathy, can transform the entire dynamic of a relationship.
If you remember just one single thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. Years from now, you won't remember the exact words of a conversation, but you will always remember how that person made you feel. At the end of the day, the goal of all these social skills is to leave people feeling seen, heard, and valued. So let's bring this all back home to a single, actionable step you can take right now. This isn't about some massive personality makeover. It's about small, consistent actions. Maybe it's just putting your phone away completely during a conversation. Maybe it's making real eye contact and smiling at the cashier. So, what is one small gesture you can commit to today to start building better, deeper connections?